FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
I think we need to be honest with each other that philanthropy, broadly speaking, is going to be how these nonprofits are sustained, and I don't think that that's a contradiction in terms at all. And one needs to remember that philanthropy has a number of important components. There's institutional philanthropy, in which Ford has had a lead role in this field for many years, Knight Foundation, Carnegie, MacArthur, a few others, and there are many more coming to it. There are family foundations and high net worth individuals, and I think that at the end of the day is likely, when you talk about sustainability, to be a very, very important part of this at both the national level and the community level. Then there are smaller donors, members, who can also be a very important part. But if you just back up, the real question is, do people see the need and do people see the importance? And I would say, and that's why I'm optimistic, I think there is enormous progress in getting a general societal understanding that there has been a market failure in producing some kinds of journalism in this country, particularly some kinds of very high value journalism that are crucial to democratic governance, that market failure is very, very likely at this point, unfortunately, to be sustained, that then in turn means that certain kinds of journalism are public goods, they're going to need to be funded as public goods, and that the people who fund public goods in this country, and that was the list of them, are going to need to step up nationally and at the community level to fund the best of them. Now, does the fact that this kind of work is sustainable means that every single institution that wants to do it is going to be sustained? No, that's not the way it works. It's not the way it works for any public good. We sustain in this country as public goods ballets and theater companies and opera companies and art museums and history museums and a whole list of other things. We don't sustain every single one of them, but we do sustain them in all major communities around the country and over time and through economic cycles. And I think that it is because there is an understanding that that's the only way to get it done, that earned revenue is critical for those institutions, but that it's not enough, that art museums are not a business, and neither are those other things, that nobody's been, with one or two exceptions, nobody's able to go into any of those things as a profit-making business. That's now true of some high-value kinds of journalism.